Hi ninjas, and welcome to another visual guide of Sekiro. After defeating the corrupted monk once and for all, the fog clears, revealing a majestic sight of the Fountainhead Palace before you. And as you progress this area, it brings many emotions out with its beautiful scenery, serene music and color palette. And especially when you reach the center of the area, you see a giant sakura tree in front of you across a great lake. Going into the lake and swimming in there causes a lightning to hit the sakura tree that is then directed straight towards you, making swimming in the lake nearly impossible, as the lightning tracks you and hits you even if you submerge into the water. And since you can't use lightning reverse in the water, you'll surely suffer greatly if you swim in the lake. And when you start thinking about this, it feels all too familiar. You stand gazing into the horizon and see a beautiful picture and think, I want to be there. And every time you try to approach it, some other entity in the horizon just zaps you back. Now you could just head there and eliminate that threat, but the gap is way too long and traversing there feels way too encumbersome, like you need to put extra weight into the work of getting there, all while someone pushes you back with fury and malice. Are they afraid of you? Are they angry at you? Who knows? Now one could just stay there where you are, right? Well, this area is full of sad creatures that only wish to drain you of your vitality and life force. So even though it's better than many parts, why wouldn't you want to try and advance your stance and move to better places if you're not content to where you are? Going back behind you just takes you to an endless pit, a void, a past you cannot return. So your options are to stay here where you are, rotting, or move forward towards the future, to prosperity. And who wouldn't want to sit on that sakura tree branch while gazing onto a better view? Who wouldn't want a better job so you could afford a better lifestyle? Which YouTuber wouldn't want to have more subscribers and view counts so that they wouldn't have to be miserable in their 9-to-5 jobs where their bosses and the customers keep yelling at them even though they don't know what a sensitive person they are? But the world is cruel. It doesn't want to give its beautiful sakura tree for free. When you want to be fair and play by the rules because that's what you've been taught by your elders, that's how the world works, someone higher than you strikes you down. And when you try to ask for help from your peers, they take your idea and your life force to themselves and then strike you down while you are helpless. Or show up with their skills showing how much better they are and still remain in this worthless place. And when you finally learn of a path, a bridge that connects you with your destination, and might take you to that great scenery, a disaster appears and takes that away. Was this preordained? Was this orchestrated by the same entity on that sakura tree branch? Who knows? But now you yet again have to play by their rules and come up with some new strategy on how to make a cross. But always remember, the tools you've used to live by day to this day don't just disappear and are still useful. Even in the more prosperous world, it's still human life, and everyday skills apply even there. Whether it's simply knowing breathing techniques, or knowing how to drive a car, or knowing how to edit a video, work on audio, do graphics, use special effects, manage your channel, market your content, time your schedule, learn new skills, uphold your previous skills, develop yourself for your content, exercise, see your loved ones, keep yourself active, try not to get depressed while you're failing your channel, love yourself, be confident while telling new people that your main task currently is a YouTube channel, remembering other duties you have besides your channel, or simply knowing how to grapple across a broken bridge. These skills are always viable, even if the stakes are raised. And as you get to the other side, you might feel horrible. You might feel so bad making it there, because you feel like you don't deserve any of this. But that's only because everything is new here. You've developed, gained a level, and now you have to learn this new level completely. Sure, there might be times when you feel like you've been sent backwards, but now you know the way and can work past those steps you missed. And before you know it, you've made it to that sakura tree, that beautiful place you've always dreamed about, and then see that entity that was harassing you, bullying you, or simply was afraid of you. And you realize that he is a total pushover that has only one melee attack that deals moderate damage that can be deflected easily, a range attack with his ball that deals moderate damage that can be blocked or deflected, and that same lightning attack it kept throwing at you while you were helpless, but isn't really that bad after all now that you're up and close, and can even use it against them. And this entity is totally helpless if you simply keep hitting them, or use the anti-air death blow when they're in the air. And now that you defeated them, you see it. The view of where you were when you started, and all the way you've come to make it here. And then you realize, it is a beautiful view. You were a small part of a grander view that probably made the entity admire this view. You wouldn't want to return there anymore, but maybe you can understand why this entity wanted to keep the status quo like this. Maybe you're the next entity keeping others from advancing. Maybe the point is not to hold other YouTube channels down to make yourself prosper, but to uplift others so we can all prosper together. Maybe you see your younger self in that same view and can now appreciate what you went through. Maybe you can finally give yourself mercy. Or maybe this is just a stupid April Fool's video because this boss is stupidly easy and I need to make content. And maybe you could please watch my videos, like them, and subscribe. With that said, thank you so much for watching, stay vigilant, and I'll see you in the next video. And also, April Fools, everyone.
Fight, fight, fight if you wanna live long. Fight, fight, fight.